Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, yesterday, Ruto had a live interview from Statehouse, of course, with the main media house, top media house in this country. There are several questions they asked him to do with the economy, to come to the issue of Shakahola and many other things. But for me, then, there are two questions that the citizen TV journalist Abdul Kadir asked William Ruto, of which to me he did not give the correct answer, or even if he gave the answer, then it was pointing to certain direction, trying to explain what Kenyans have always thought about. Number one, Abdul Kadir asked a question to do with the issue of tribal appointment in his government. And secondly, it was all about the issue of Gachagua referring to Kenya government as a company with shares, and then we have shareholders. So first of all, the question of tribal appointment. Ruto had to answer this question. Why are you appointing people from specific tribes, which then generate question that your government is more of Kalenjin, then we have people from Mount Kenya, and the rest of 45 tribes is seemingly like they have been left out to share the peanut there. Listen to this question, then we are going to react to the response.
It's still about running of a government.
Yes.
Your deputy is on record in equating Kenya to a shareholding company. Yesterday he talked about state appointments. And he talked about it while you were there. I don't want to quote him verbatim. In regards to state appointments that you make as the commander-in-chief and the symbol of national unity, is it a right for others and a privilege for the rest, yet your government expects all Kenyans to pay taxes?
It is a right for every Kenyan.
What do you say about the sentiment by your deputy?
My deputy is a very eloquent person.
It doesn't matter the eloquence.
I suggest...
Is Kenya a shareholding company?
I suggest you go and ask him those questions.
Okay.
He's a very capable Kenyan.
All right. It's straightforward question.
And I am sure he will not shy away.
Okay.
He knows how to handle those questions.
And
but I can give you my commitment.
Mr. President, let me just pause you. You will proceed. I'll give you the time. You'll answer me.
Okay.
Allow me to ask you the
question.
Okay, Abdi. The presidency is a symbol of national unity.
Correct.
You all represent us, isn't it?
Absolutely.
What's your view? Is Kenya a shareholding company, or as the constitution establishes, a secular state where we are all equal before the law?
All Kenyans are equal before the law. When it comes to political appointments, right? Everywhere in the world, there are certain considerations you make. There are people who support you, and they have legitimate expectation. That's why they support you. So, when you're making those appointments, you have to consider national balance. You have also to consider your support base. It happens everywhere. Let me tell you, some people take it to the extreme. You can never accuse me or this administration.
Now, if you listen to William Ruto carefully, he's making some argument here that his appointment was informed by the number of votes that he managed to get from specific regions. So that means the more the vote you give him, the more the appointment your region will attract. And he's even going further to justify that statement with the comparison to other countries in the West there. That once you get vote from certain region, then those people are anticipating for reciprocate. And reciprocate is in terms of appointments. According to him, these are the only people who believe in you, and because of that, then they need to be appointed in that government. But the region where you got more, you will not attract more votes. There's not much from that side that you need to give back in terms of appointment. That settlement alone is against the spirit of the Constitution of Kenya. The Constitution says clear that you cannot, every government should have the face of the country. The face of the country is appreciated in terms of tribes. So Ruto is justifying his appointment of Kalenjin as the majority in his government because he got more votes from the Rift Valley. He's justifying the appointment from Mount Kenya region in his government because, according to him, he got more votes from Mount Kenya. Then the rest have to share according to your numbers in terms of votes. So he's justifying, he's telling you that don't anticipate for anything in this government in terms of appointment if your region did not vote for me. Hiyo ndio mambo Ruto anasema. So be aware. The more you see Kalenjin being appointed to this government, don't make noise, according to Ruto, because those are the people who gave him vote, and therefore they demand a reciprocate. They are the only people he's trusting to help him run this government. So his government is going to be run by Kalenjin and then Mount Kenya. The rest, kwenye mulipiga kura yenu. One question that still stand out, and Abdikadir was asking that, what about taxes? You have made appointment depending on your votes. Will you also depend on the taxes from the area you got votes, or you anticipate for all Kenyans to equally pay their taxes? Because it is only tax that run an economy, it is only tax that run a government. That is the big question. And Ruto should answer this question before he proceeds with his appointments. Earlier was balancing Mount Kenya, Rift Valley. Now, it is like when you appoint 3 people from Rift Valley, 1 from Mount Kenya. 3 Rift Valley, 1 from Mount Kenya. It is even changing. If this is the kind of leadership we are going to have, thank God to the new constitution we have as of now. Itofauti na zingine. The 2010 constitution. What if a president can run more than 2, 3, 4 terms? It means if Ruto can be a president to equal period of years that Moi had, then we will have only Kalenjin in a key position of leadership in this country. The rest will be out. That is what is confirming to Kenyans. But one big question that you need to answer up to date, you cannot appoint someone from Rift Valley to come and oversee on the tax that you are collecting from Nyanza. You can't appoint someone from Mount Kenya to come and oversee taxes you have been collecting from Western. No. The issue should happen here. Representation for our taxes. In that cabinet, we should have our own representation. In the National Assembly, we have our own representation. In the Senate and everywhere. So be it also in the cabinet. That when we have our representation there, they will be sitting on that committee where people are overseeing the taxes and deciding what to do with those taxes. If not, then we will continue to express our views. We will continue to profile William Ruto as a tribalistic leader. Because you cannot expect to collect our taxes and then someone else overseeing on those taxes, but not our own people. That's very clear to him. Now, number 2, Abdikadir asked William Samoei Ruto to respond whether it's in agreement with the Rigathi Gachagua in terms of referring to Kenya as a country to be a company. And if he's in agreement with Rigathi Gachagua, let him now air it out and tell Kenya that he's in agreement that Gachagua is right, they're running a company but not a government. Listen to William Ruto's response.
Naomba tukate mzizi wa fitina kwa swali lake Ayub. Kwa hivyo sasa hivi unaweza kuambia Wakenya kwamba matamshi ya naibu wako unayakana na kuyakashifu kwamba serikali yako si kampuni ya hisa.
Haya ni mambo yako.
Kwa hivyo unamuunga mkono basi?
Haya ni mambo yako.
Tuambie.
Nimewaambia, you know, yule bwana ni mtu mwenye ako na anaweza kujieleza. Mbona nyinyi mnakuja kumleta hapa, kumleta kwa mjadala hapa? Mumemuuliza yeye akakataa kuwaona.
Tumeleta maneno yake.
Mbona mnaleta maneno yake na ni mtu mzima?
Kwa sababu
ako na akili timamu.
Wewe ndio kiongozi wa serikali.
Mbona msiende nimewaeleza msimamo wa serikali ya Kenya. Sasa ile imebaki, mtafute, anaitwa Rigiji. Mtafute.
Now we are continuing with the panel discussion, but just a quick request for those who are watching and you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing to the channel. Subscribers, Master, thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Ruto has totally refused to answer this question. It was a direct question. Do you agree that you are running a company the way your deputy said, or you are in disagreement? The answer should be yes or no. But instead he tried to beat around the bush. But still, the journalist consistently insisted on that question. So later, Ruto is telling the journalist to go and ask Gachagua to answer that question. Imagine, this one is William Ruto's deputy, the principal advisor. He's during that office, a person he will be sending here and there and giving an instruction. So if Ruto is giving an instruction to Gachagua on what he needs to do, and Gachagua come with such a statement, then they are asking William Ruto, you as the president of this government, tell us what is your position. He is refusing to reject or to accept. Instead anasema, endeni muulize Gachagua mwenyewe ajibu. Hata Loft Matamba amerudia kwa Kiswahili. Ruto still beat around the bush. So instead of kutoka kwa Gachagua, amesema pana, sijui Gachagua atachukuliaje statement. Instead of kukubaliana na Gachagua, amesema pana, wa Kenya watanichukuliaje? So amesema Gachagua, wewe beba mzigo yako, ndio muulize Gachagua hiyo maswali, yeye mwenyewe atawajibu, lakini sio mimi. So he's trying to wash himself clean from regarding Gachagua's statement, but then asking Gachagua to respond to the statement. The Gachagua we know in this country, a man who talk with anger, a man when he see the media, he see enemies. Even you can't be comfortable in the you can't be comfortable interviewing regarding Gachagua. You cannot. He's going to respond arrogantly. He's going to twist it and say that media, you are haunting me. You have been on my back every time. He will twist it. So the right person who was supposed to air out this view, it was William Ruto, to give the government position on this matter. So Wakenya wamebaki ya kwamba they are running a company. Wamebaki ya kwamba Ruto, so it means Ruto cannot give the government position on some issues. Or what does he mean? They have said, ulizende Gachagua ajibu hilo swali. So, in as much he needs to give an answer, he is shifting that question to Gachagua. Amejiosha ndani. So, ni ukweli hao watu they are running a company. Appointment zinaonyesha kwamba they are running a company. So be there knowing that Ruto and Gachagua are running a company. We are paying our taxes to a company, but not to a government.